order for all of those things here to happen, and for us to have the device fully protected with, protected locally, but using the power of the cloud as well, we need the devices to be onboarded. If you are new, when I'm talking about the device to be onboarded, means when we go to security.microsoft.com, okay, if you are new, this is the main portal we use to manage Defender for Endpoint. And then when I go here on the assets, I click on devices, and then when I click in there, now I can see what are the devices. Of course, this is not a production environment, is my own lab. And then as you can see now, I have a bunch of devices in here, fully onboarded. And then from here, I can see the risk level. Okay, risk level in here. Yeah, all good. And then these two servers, two servers, server 2016 and 2012, they are as a medium kind of risk, because I run a kind of, PowerShell script just to force some alerts I will show in a few minutes. It means in order for us to get the devices and onboard them into Defender for Endpoint, bring them into this security.microsoft.com to do all the investigation, to make sure they are fully protected, we need to onboard. The good news I have for you is the onboarding can happen from so many different ways. And by the way, I forgot to tell you, when I'm talking about Defender for Endpoint, I'm not talking only about Windows devices. The good news is Defender for Endpoint in these days, as you can see, supports Windows, Linux machine, Mac OS, Android, and iOS as well. Of course, we don't have the same, let's say, level of features between all of those platforms, but the good news is we can onboard all of them to get a really good security protection. Okay, now what I want to say is the following, and I will show in a few seconds. If you are onboarding Windows, let's talk about Windows 10, Windows 11, we have all of these options here available. If you are building your own lab, you could start with a local script, but that works only up to 10 devices. If you want it, literally just a CMD file, double click on the file, eventually the device will be onboarded on Defender for Endpoint, job done, really simple. But of course, if you need to onboard 100 devices or maybe 1,000 devices, and then the script, is not good enough anymore, and then you can use any of these automations here. If you're using Grow Policy to, do most of the management on your organization, yeah, I will show we can do that via Grow Policy. If your devices, they are already registered into Microsoft Intune, yeah, no problem at all, and then we can use the Microsoft Endpoint Manager to do that, and so on. Let me just quickly show here. If I go back to my, again, security.microsoft.com, the place to go here at the bottom is settings. And then from here, I could basically change settings from Defender for Identity, Defender for Endpoint, and all the components. Now let me dive into endpoints, in this case, Defender for Endpoint, clicking there. And then there are a bunch of things I can do. I will talk about those advanced settings in a few seconds. But right now, let me go to here. When I go to device management, here's the place. If I click on onboarding, now I just need to select, let's say I want to onboard a Windows 10. Click in there, what method I want to onboard. Yeah, local script, Grow Policy, or whatever the option you want. And then if I click on Grow Policy, sorry, not Grow Policy, Local Policy, let's say I just have 2 or 3 devices I want to test. Okay, that's fine. And then here now, if I download, I can, yeah, I need to, that's interesting. Anyway, now I need to allow, okay, just, keep, and oh my goodness, and then keep anyway, because I kind of set the security level to maximum here on my device. But yeah, there you go. Now I have this package. It's just a CMD script file. If I double click on that file, the device goes straight into Defender for Endpoint. Same story. If I want to automate via Grow Policy, click in here, and then just click on device onboarding, and end of the story. Okay. Eventually, if you are testing or you have a couple of devices, maybe a few servers, you want to decommission them, and then what you can do is Offboard. Click in there, exactly the same story. Select what is the operating system, select what is the option, and then we should run the offboarding to basically remove the devices from here. Okay, otherwise, as you can see, there are a few devices active. This device here is inactive because that was my old Windows 10 2023. I left the device unplugged for a few days, and then we can set when the device becomes active or inactive. Anyway, that was a quick info in regards to the onboarding. Again, there is no right and wrong. Is whatever you have the expertise, you have already using Grow Policy, you are already using Intune, and then use whatever is the best tool that suits your organization. All of them will eventually onboard the device. Pick whatever works better for you. Okay, and then of course when it comes to Mac OS, and then we have local script, we have Microsoft Intune, you have the JAM-F Pro, and other. I'm not going to read everything, but yeah, that's good news. There are different ways. Just go to the portal and then download whatever is the tool you need to do the onboarding.